Hey everybody, thanks for watching Your Oxford. I'm Jerry Accioni.
I'm Sarah Accioni.
We are here at Calvary Church. We want to start off saying thank you for allowing us to take over your stage here today. They've been great community partners. And we have a brand new sponsor, of course, Soul Purpose Bars. Renee, you got some bar, we got 3 of them here, 3 different flavors. Make sure you pop in. She makes them locally. She makes these right here in Woodstock. Professional kitchen, and you can order by the box or some of the stores here in town. Of course, you've been buying these for a while.
I've been enjoying these for weeks, and when I met Renee, I was so excited because I didn't realize Renee was the one who made these.
Put it together, so it was fantastic. It was really priceless.
This is my breakfast and snack a lot of the days that I'm out and about around town. So they are available locally. They are available in Ingersoll at places like Tremblant's Independent. They are available at places like Inside You and Maya Health Foods. Beantown Coffee, Early Bird Coffee.
Early Bird has them, yep.
And where am I missing? Somewhere else I'm missing, I think.
Well, online. You can order them at soulpurposebars.ca. Okay, and if you have any questions, she doesn't have an email, info@soulpurposebars.ca. Yep. Okay?
Check them out. They're fantastic.
Local.
They're healthy, they're nutritious, and they're vegan.
Yeah.
Okay?
They taste good. That's all
they taste fantastic.
Matters to me. They're really good.
They're healthy. I just give them to them.
Jeff, thanks so much for joining us today.
Well, am I getting lunch out of this then? So I get to have one for lunch?
Do you want meat? Do you want mint or do you want ginger?
I don't know what ginger is, so I'm going with mint.
You're going with mint. Okay.
Yeah. Well, and I'm sitting really close to you, so mint feels like it would be a better choice.
Mint for you.
You should have mint too.
No, I don't like to sit too close to him. So Jeff from Calvary Church.
Pastor here, of course. Pastor Jeff, thanks so much for allowing us to take over the space here this morning.
Guys, it's an honor to have you. Our heartbeat always as the church is to engage our community in positive ways. Always what you guys do to let the community know of the great stuff happening throughout our city is great. So thank you for being here and shooting on location with us.
Yeah,
works out well. Appreciate that. It does. You got lots going on though, because you never sit still.
Yeah, so many exciting things are taking place with us as a church and as an organization. I think the first one I want to just highlight is one of the biggest changes we're probably making right now, starting on March 1st, is that Calvary Church will no longer be identified as Calvary Church. Yeah. We are in time of transition, and we are changing our name, our operating name, from Calvary Church to Movement Church. Yeah. So we're really excited for that. We really believe that the word movement identifies who we are, because we really are a group of people working together for the common cause of making a major difference in our city. And that's really one of the definitions of what movement means, right? There's other things I've heard too as well, but really it's the idea of like we're a movement of people working together to make a difference. And we believe that as a church, we're called to make a healthy, positive difference in our city and in the region. And we want to leverage that to really have impact. So when you hear of Movement Church, it's not this new church that's popping up with no no
background, no history. Yeah,
it's Calvary Church, 92 years of history inside our community of doing great things throughout all those years. But now just kind of getting ready for our next season and our next season of growth and impact and changing the name.
That's excellent. Well, congratulations.
Yeah. Speaking of growth, leads us right into something else
so
here.
with the name change, we also really want to offer the opportunity to impact and let more people come on board with what's happening in our church. And so we're doing 2 new things that are starting. One in June, we're actually starting online church. Nice. And so we're excited for that. It's going to be an online experience that's going to be all encompassing from, there'll be an online pastor, there'll be worship, there'll be me teaching live via video through that. There'll be small groups, communities centered on an online format through what we're calling e-groups. So it's really an ability that if you are unable to attend, if you are maybe a shut-in, or whatever reason, being around large crowds, or you're vacationing in Cuba. While it's freezing, we will still love you.
We don't know who
but
might
you
have done that.
Join us online while you're in Cuba at the beach.
I love it.
And stay in tune with what's going on, right?
Oh, that's awesome.
And then on top of that, we're really pumped to say that in September of 2020, we are launching a campus or an extension of Movement Church.
At that point, it'll be Movement Church.
Sure, yeah,
right.
Extension of Movement Church into Ingersoll.
Yeah.
So we are actually currently looking for facilities. that we're going to rent or use, where we will set up a full church. We'll bring all the lights, the sound. We're hiring a campus pastor. We're hiring worship teams. Kids ministries, all that stuff will all be established in some location. We don't know where the location is yet. Ingersoll,
Stay tuned.
does not have a lot of commercial property available for rent, but we are actively engaged in that process. And we will have it figured out. So September, we will be having a full expression with live worship, a campus pastor,
Amazing.
kids ministry happening in there. So for those of you that live in Oxford County but aren't necessarily in Woodstock proper, you're in Ingersoll or some of the surrounding communities around there. Was Embro's in there? Some of those different, then instead of having to drive all the way into Woodstock, you can now be in your local community, engaging with us as a church, and being able to bring your friends and neighbors to that local expression. So it's super exciting.
That's very exciting. You have lots going on, Jeff.
Well, we got a few things, but you know what? We've got a phenomenal staff that is honestly pumped for what we're doing. Right? Yeah. We're not staying still. We're not staying. Again, movement, right?
Movement.
We're on the move. We're not about just being a relic or a monument to the past. We honor 92 years of history, but we're about today. We're about seeing God do something real in today, and we're about understanding who our culture is. We're about understanding what's going on in our city and around the world, and how do we actively engage with that, right? And how do we make Jesus come alive? Not like he has to come alive, but come alive inside of us in today's culture, in our environment. So that's why movement, that's why being online today is so important, right?
Yes.
So many people.
We know that.
Even fears of being in large crowds sometimes is overwhelming, right? So you can engage with us now online, get all the experience with being online. Amazing. Or hanging out if you're in Ingersoll and don't want to drive to the big city of Woodstock, right?
No, it's perfect. It makes a lot of good sense. Yeah, that's awesome. Jeff, we've been a partner with you pretty much since the beginning.
Since you've come to town, we've enjoyed ourselves with you and the way you work with the community. Like our visions are so entwined that really glad to be a part of any way we can as well, and certainly support you.
Well, we love having you guys here and love having what you're doing for the city. And honestly, you know what? We have a phenomenal city. I was just in and I won't say where, but was a large city, around Ontario in the lake and
we
won't say where, right? But I'm grateful for what we have.
Yeah.
The people we have, the engagement. I love that you walk through our streets of Woodstock, or even have been in the community of Ingersoll lately, and people stop and talk. They engage. There's authentic care.
Friendly.
We've got great community services here, who generally are willing to work in partnership, which is something that's beautiful to hear. So you guys kind of being on the forefront of that, getting the information out is amazing and awesome.
Well, thank you, Jeff.
Yeah, thank you so much, and wish you the best of luck. We're going to be exciting to ride the wave as well with you. So we'll have to get
excited. We'll have to get you some movement merch. So we're creating a new line. We already have a bunch out there already, but we're creating another rerun of movement merch. So we'll have to get you some hoodies and some cool stuff for you to rep.
That's awesome. We would definitely will.
All right. You get me a Corvette, I'll give you a shirt.
Again? I've got you a Corvette before.
I want one that stays a little longer. I'm not giving you the shirt for just an hour. I'm giving you the shirt. I want a Corvette.
I give you my favorite bar. I give you my sole purpose bar.
Your sole purpose bar. That's fair.
Good. That's good for a hoodie.
That is true.
Yeah, that is true.
I get one.
Again, thanks so much to everybody here at Calvary Church. We're still calling it Calvary Church, of course, for allowing us to use the stage. If you haven't been to one of their services, please do. Okay, it's not what you'd think, and I know everybody's always scared about talking about religion and everything else, but just come out. It's just fellowship. It's just social. Great bunch of people, and you can be involved as much as you want. Okay, there's lots of opportunities to volunteer, and they do so much here in the community, and proud to be a part of that. Okay. Also, Renee, thank you so much. Sole Purpose Bars, made locally, made right here in Woodstock. Sarah's favorite, and then it's just so funny how it all worked out. That the introduction of Renee and Sarah and as she says, her favorite bars.
No,
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I've been enjoying these for weeks, so check them out.
It's
They
so
are
funny.
available,
It
like I
works out
mentioned
so
earlier.
well.
Some local stores around Oxford County, or through soulpurposebars.ca. You can order them directly from Renee, and she does ship them out across Canada.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay, support local, everybody. As always, please like, comment, tag a friend, and share this episode or any other episode you watch. You want to come on a future episode with us, booking at youroxford.ca. We'd love to have you on. Just 6 to 8 weeks in advance before an event, if possible, please. Okay? Thanks, everybody, from all of us here at Team Your Oxford. Have a fantastic day.
till next time.
Bye now.